During a very low energy, yet totally insane speech to the Israeli-American Council in Washington, D.C. just a few days ago, Donald Trump proudly announced to a group of Jewish Americans that they will be to blame. The Jewish population will be to blame if he loses this year's presidential election. Now, let me read you part of Donald Trump's comments here. And I say part, it's not that I'm cherry picking, I'm giving you full context, but I'm not reading the whole speech. Here's what he said. I will put it to you very simply and gently. I really haven't been treated right. But you haven't been treated right because you're putting yourself in great danger, and the United States hasn't been treated right. So if I don't win this election, and I've been very good, they say Trump's been right about everything. Let me go ahead and stop right there. No, they don't say that. Who is they? Like, if a human being told you this, you could say their name, right? Nobody's going to get in trouble if you say the name of whoever said you've done everything right. But you say they because literally nobody has said that. I've been right about a lot of things. Again, nope. Even Ted will admit that. I don't know what Ted he's talking about, but okay. I've been right about a lot of things that a lot of people said, no, that won't happen, but a lot of bad things happened and some good things I've been right about too. Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't even get to the meat of this because he's so nonsensical. Like, nothing this man says makes any sense. Like, they say, I've been right about a lot of things. I'm right about a lot of things, he repeats himself. Ted knows this. Everybody talk to Ted. I don't know if you've met Ted, but Ted says I'm right, so I'm right, and sometimes things are bad, and I'm right about bad things, and I'm right about good things. That is almost exactly what he said. That's insane. But don't worry, it's about to get much more insane. And I only want to be, so I'm not going to call this as a prediction, but in my opinion, the Jewish people would have a lot to do with a loss if I'm at 40%. If I'm at well, think of it. That means 60% are voting for Kamala, who in particular is a bad Democrat. The Democrats are very bad to Israel, very bad. They'll never change because they have a section of their party now which has become amazingly and quickly powerful vote-wise. So in other words, he's saying, hey, Jewish citizens typically vote 60% for Democrats, about 40% for Republicans. And that, of course, is actually very close to reality. It's actually a little higher than that for the Democrats, but okay. But he's saying, if I lose this election, Jewish people, it's your fault. Everything's your fault, right? So he is launching straight into anti-Semitism, where if something bad happens, it's not because I'm a bad candidate. I'm a very good candidate. Ask Ted. Ted knows. Ted knows everything. No, it's because the Jews somehow made him lose. That's what Donald Trump is saying here. And if you think that's bad, it actually gets a lot worse. Take a look at this.
I say all the time that any Jewish person that votes for her, especially now, her or the Democrat Party, should have their head examined.
So they should have their head examined because they're mentally unstable. So you do agree, at least to a point, where if somebody gives the perception of being mentally unstable, they should have their head examined? Because I think your speech alone right here shows that you are clearly unstable and you need to have your head examined. But he is literally demonizing Jewish people to an audience of Jewish people. I know the last few days we've kind of been bombarded with a lot of really crazy, absurd news, right? Mark Robinson and the Black Nazi stuff, Matt Gaetz and the court filing and the underage parties, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and wanting to get with the journalist. A lot of crazy things that have also been very bad for the Republicans, but kind of feels like the blatant anti-Semitism from their nominee. This should probably be the bigger story. This is an attack on a community of people here in the United States that are already constantly under attack. I mean, and a community of people that have been under attack for millennia. And Donald Trump is outright saying it to their faces, if I lose, I'm blaming you. Sorry, kind of feel like the media needs to pick this up a little bit because this is an insane statement to make let alone a very anti-Semitic statement for the sitting nominee of the Republican Party to be making to their faces. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.